Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's been a while. We know. We suck, but we're back. Welcome to the Rise Up podcast. I am the RB3.
Blue Techie.
And I'm just Kenny.
Just Kenny joining us.
We are welcoming Kenny to the pod.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
So, a lot of stuff's been going on recently. A lot of real fun stuff in the gaming and entertainment space.
Mm-hmm.
Where should we start?
I think
Techie's avatar.
Yeah, you got an upgrade.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
I went from just pulsating to movement. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
like
I wanted to talk about not about the avatar, but The Last of Us, because okay, well, how about this? Did you play the first game? Let's start with that question.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Did you play the second game?
Yes.
For about 30 minutes.
You bought it.
Yeesh, that does that.
No, when I saw the leaks for the second game, I kind of I held off on it till, and so I do know the story. All right, so
let me preface it with this.
All right,
I got a rip of the game. I know, sue me, because I saw the leaks, and I was like, I'm not gonna play that. So I waited a while, and then I got a rip of it, and then I tried to play it, and it was just as bad as when I read the leaks. So I just couldn't.
All right. So, but did you watch the show? How about
Yes.
season 1? Let's go with season 1. Did you watch the show in season 1?
I enjoyed season 1, yeah.
Kenny?
But we all knew.
I enjoyed season 1 as well.
All right. Did you watch season 2?
Every time people are like, oh my god, we got a season 2. And at people who didn't know the game, I'm like, just wait.
So I enjoyed season 1 as best as I could enjoy it. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, no, I really need it. Bella Ramsey. I know that's not her name. That's Game of Thrones is just gonna stick there. But yeah, oh my god, the casting choice. So the first season, I wasn't too like crazy about it. I was like, okay, it kind of works. She has the attitude, of a little girl, back talk, right? It's kind of what we got on the first game as well. But apparently on season 2, she just never grew out of it. She didn't become the Ellie from game 2. It's still the same, bratty little girl. And yeah, she didn't. It looked like they tried to age her by like changing her hairstyle, I guess. But no, she's it's a bad casting choice in my opinion. I don't know what to say. It takes me out of the whole experience. And I think the story for the first season in the game is phenomenal. I didn't think it needed a second game, and I have no idea, besides retouching it and ruining it, what was the point of the second game. I'm pretty sure Kenny, because I saw Kenny playing it, he's got to the Abby part, so the whole season 2, I think he already played it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
Right, because you get to season 3 is supposed to be Abby, and I think you switched to Abby. Yeah, so I think you played everything that happened in season 2, right?
Correct.
All right. So, I mean, what are your thoughts? Have you saw the show?
Go ahead, RB.
Yeah,
You're ready to go.
I just legitimate question. Do you think the people that made this show told Pedro Pascal beforehand? They're like, yeah, this is the second time on a national show that you're gonna get your head caved in. Do you think they told him that? Do you think they just let it ride?
I think I saw a video, a TikTok of them telling them, or he was doing an interview and he was just saying, they told me that I was gonna get taken out.
I think that's what convinced him to do it.
So I have my own narrative gripes with the second game, and it's just how you take Joel, who's been surviving in that environment for so long.
Mhm.
He's like he's like a Rick Grimes, if you will. I'll make comparison to The Walking Dead. Love or hate The Walking Dead.
I like it.
And he ends up in a situation in a room full of strangers, unarmed, to which he then spills his entire guts to them, which to me is completely like opposite his normal character.
Yes. Yeah, that was odd. But I think, and I'm not defending it, right? But I think they were trying, what I think, in my opinion, was they're trying to show that Joel, you know, how he was changed by Ellie from like the first part to the second.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
he's like in a community, and now he's like, I'm gonna help people instead of like I'm the smuggler Joel and I'm looking out for myself. You can see the progression from the game, like from the first one, right?
Yeah.
But I still think it was a stupid way to take him out. Like he wouldn't be that dumb, right?
I mean,
Your instincts kick in.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at the show, however, everybody liked season 1. Even myself, I thought it was good. Knew what was coming in season 2. And I said it as soon as they announced season 2. I told them, I was like, as soon as you get rid of Pedro, it's going to drop off. People are going to lose interest. Because nothing against the actress.
Mhm.
She was okay in her moment in Game of Thrones. She can't emote from what I've seen.
You're right. I agree.
And I've even seen people do like cut side by sides of like video game characters and then the actresses who are supposed to portray them.
Mhm.
And they're like, why are the video game characters expressing better human emotion than the actual people? And I was like, that's kind of the point. Like you're supposed to feel something, and when you look at them and they're just kind of expressionless, it's the same thing that people ragged on Kristen Stewart from Twilight for forever. Like her only emotion was
I've never seen Twilight, but I know what you're talking about. I see the TikToks, and
her whole emotion is just blank.
Well, it's kind of like those people who are actors, but they play themselves in every movie.
The Rock. Oops.
Dwayne. Listen, I like your clothing line. I was a fan of you. You're kind of just The Rock.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Bella Ramsey, I don't have any hate or discontent for her, but I agree with you. I just don't think it was the role for her.
Yeah,
it wasn't, and that I think that's what made it hard to watch. One, I think the first season of the show was rushed. It felt really like they were just And again, I kind of try to see like it obviously can't be just like the game. They're gonna have to do their own twists and changes to it. But I just felt like it was rushed. I did not see the relationship between Joel and Ellie in the show. Like it didn't seem like they were close at all anyway.
Yeah.
I just didn't see that build up. It just felt rushed. Let's get to it. Pedro Pascal's in it. Bella, and from the first episode to the end of the first season, I gave it. I'm like, you know what? Everyone's talking negative about Bella Ramsey, and I gave it a chance, and it just was a hard watch, man. It was. I don't hate her. It just was not for her.
Well, I think the other factor is that you had Pedro, and she could play off of him. As soon as you take him away, she has nothing to play off of.
It's true. Yeah, and there's no emote to her face like that last scene in the season 2 where she's what's her name? The girl she corners in the sewers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, where is just there's nothing, and I'm just like, this is the least intimidating person I met in my life. Like I might just beat myself up, so stop looking at her. Like this is stupid.
someone get this girl a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing I saw. Like, where were all the cool action scenes that Ellie was supposed to get, like, from the game? Because I watched playthroughs. Like, obviously, I'm a fan of like Rad Brad and stuff. I think we all know that. But like watching the playthroughs, there's so many cool action sequences that they could have done, and they just completely skipped all of them.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing too. They just they took out all the action, all the stuff in between. missions and stuff, and then just went with
that's
the
what like helps
story.
her grow. That's like what helps
Yeah.
her grow in that environment, though. That's what like takes her from like
Right.
game 1 Ellie to the beginning of game 2 Ellie to the end of game 2 Ellie. Like that's that. Like she essentially has to turn into a Joel,
Yeah.
for
And I
lack
think
of a better term.
and the game portrays that, right? Because like when she's after everything that happened with Joel, right? Her one goal is to get revenge.
Yep.
With the whole like through everything, even with Dina coming with her, finding out that she's pregnant, she's like, "You're a burden in the game. Like, what the hell are you doing here?" And the show's like, "I'm gonna be a dad, and
God.
I love you." And I'm like, "What do we do?" Like, she does not care. I mean, she cares about Dina, but not more than what the revenge she wants for Joel.
She's
Is
literally she's blinded by rage in the game, and that's what like
blinded by rage. That's perfect, yes.
that's what takes the care, like that's what progresses the story. And
that's not
instead
what the show. Not the show.
and I mean the viewership falling off kind of shows that.
I was gonna say something crazy, but never mind. She's blinded by love. Let's go with that.
God.
I mean, yeah.
Also, wait. So before it just the other thing I noticed too. So you know how everybody was like, "What is this guy playing the Abby?" Right? Because it was like the very muscular and everything, right? And then
when she looked like she could fuck somebody up if she had like needed to.
And then they show Abby in the show. It sounds weird to say it that way, but they show the actress for Abby could literally play Ellie. That's the consensus right there.
The actress for Abby looked more like Ellie. Yeah, I think those two were just bad castings.
It's bad,
honestly.
That's what it is. Dina doesn't look like the game, but Dina's more of a badass than Ellie is in the show.
Yeah,
it's like they make Ellie look dumb. Oh, I don't know how to do land nav. I don't know how to. I'm not good at like what? No, she's a survivor. She knows how to do. Joel taught her how to do all that. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I will give The Last of Us credit though. To its credit.
For being the last of it, I hope so. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It was more faithful to what it was adapted from than the Halo show.
I tried to watch.
You mean because he took off his helmet?
To the first season. He took off his helmet, right?
Took off
I
his
didn't
helmet
get
in
that far.
episode 1. Had sex with a human Covenant spy.
Oh Jesus, I missed out.
Got controlled by the most Master Chief he was when he technically died and then his suit was taken over by Cortana.
So faceless.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It just.
I never finished the show.
There's been a spree of things that just dismantle like franchises that I'm a fan of, and it just hurts me deeply. Speaking of hurting me deeply.
Oh, good.
You guys have played Bungie games before, right?
Yeah, Destiny 2.
Halo.
Yeah,
Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah, Combat Evolved, 2, 3, ODST, Reach, Destiny.
There's
Destiny
a history there.
Uh-oh.
You guys heard about this game called Marathon?
God, what haven't we heard?
I've only heard it when you guys mentioned it to me a couple weeks ago.
Well, so Marathon was one of their like original like games. It used to be like an 8-bit game back in the day.
In the 90s, right? Or something like that?
It was like the predecessor to, and then they made Halo, and Halo like popped off. Well, they were gonna bring Marathon back, and everybody's like, "Oh, cool! Like revive the title, like make it modern, whatever." Well, then it comes out that they're gonna make it an extraction shooter, and myself and several others I know who enjoy extraction shooters, Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov, etc. We're like, "Oh, this could be cool." Bungie, has some of the best shooting mechanics in any game ever. We'll see how it goes. And then they started talking about Marathon. And they're like, we're going to make it accessible to everybody. It's going to be an extraction shooter for the mass audience.
For the casuals.
And everybody was immediate. Yeah, for the casuals. Everybody was like, okay. And then they're like, yeah, we're not going to have proximity chat in our extraction shooter to avoid toxicity. Oh, okay.
Take out the fun.
And then, so that all popped off. They showed it. All these like content creators and streamers were like, I've been working with the team and like play testing the game since NOM. Then we find out that there's an independent artist on Twitter who has been doing graphic design for a number of years now. And some very eagle-eyed viewers seemingly found in all of Marathon's playtests and trailers that there are direct copies of this independent artist's work. Just copied and pasted into the environment in the play areas of Marathon. And then Bungie tried to play it off, and then they couldn't, because this artist had put links in the backgrounds of each one of their designs to webcomics. And you could access the webcomics. So have you guys heard anything about this? Because there's another part to the story as well.
Well, it's just so before I heard everything about the artist, I was already like hearing how bad and boring Marathon was, and that so even before like the whole, I guess, last nail in the coffin for them because of the artist, is that just the game was just, you know, dead. Was not going to work. They would have to delay it. So there were already talks about that, and then everything they said that wouldn't, you know, like they didn't want to do, because they wanted to make it easier or some BS. Arc Raiders came out at the same time with their I guess beta, open beta or whatever. Was it closed beta? I think it was just a few streamers, right?
It was
closed. So it was like, okay, we got something to compare it to. But when people were saying, "Oh, it's another extraction shooter," like it's because they were making up excuses for a Marathon. They was like, "Oh, it's not working because it's an extraction shooter
performance."
Yeah. And then here comes Arc Raiders, and everybody's just like, "Holy crap! This is..."
Every Tarkov streamer that was not like honeypotting Marathon, as soon as Arc Raiders came out, they went to Arc Raiders.
Yeah, as soon as that sponsorship ran out.
Well, because look at it this way, Arc Raiders, it's in about the same state I would say Marathon is currently in, roughly. Would you like agree?
Pretty much. I mean, Marathon was getting ready to come out already too.
Marathon was going to launch with 3 maps. This is from a AAA studio, and you're getting a mass extraction shooter with 3 maps. And they're going to have a 4th one shortly after launch. Not at launch, but shortly after launch. Not much talk about the progression systems. Not much talk about really... Arc Raiders completely blew them out of the water.
Yeah.
It played well, it looked well, it handled well. It just seems like a better game.
Yeah, so basically they were trending down,
those, right? Yeah, I haven't played either one, but I looked at, you know, trailers and previews and Marathon.
How's it look? What do you think of the look?
It looks not finished. It looks like they just.
Well, what do you think of the art?
Blueprint, I was like, let's go for it. And it doesn't. I don't know. I haven't played it. Maybe there's more to it, but just comparing the two, just looking from the outside in, right? I haven't played either of them. I look at Arc Raiders, and the gameplay looks better, right? It's so fast paced, Marathon. It's so fast paced. It just seems like a COD, I guess. Just an unfinished. It looks like a PvP run and die. I don't know. I haven't played it. Arc Raiders looks more slow paced, I guess I want to say. From what I can see, like the artwork and the scenery looks better. It just looks way better. If you were to ask me, I would probably play Arc Raiders before I play Marathon, 100%. Just by looking at it, like, what would you pick? I'd pick Arc Raiders because it just looks more put together.
Well, that
and Arc Raiders,
They went with
Who's the creators of Arc Raiders? Well, who's the? So Bungie was Marathon, yes.
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 And Arc Raiders was. Do we know the
Arc
company?
Raiders is made by
Is it
Embark Studios, the company behind the finals.
Oh, right,
the
right. The
finals?
finals.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's crazy because the finals, to me, looks more like Marathon.
Yeah.
That
And
cyberpunk feel.
It's so
yeah.
But barring, we'll touch on like the art of it, especially because there's a whole nother layer to
Yeah,
that.
but so check this out, right? Before going back to the artist, so the thing is too. So this is how deep it goes, and I think this is what Rob was trying to go to.
Okay.
Is that so? A lot of people, the gameplay is boring. The characters look androgynous, but the style, like all these decals, all these
like everything was
yeah,
like
everything else
like
that
sci-fi futuristic.
yeah, everything that people liked turned out to be from the artist, like all of it, because they were and I guess that's why Rob was going to, where it was like it wasn't just a couple things here and there, it was like the whole look of the game was stolen from this guy,
like the whole stylization. Like, and this is after people like made the comparison. They're like it looks and plays like if you made Overwatch characters play in the Destiny universe. It shoots like Destiny. You have like the heroes from like style of Overwatch. The game just, for an extraction shooter in an environment like that, especially whatever like world they're trying to portray, it felt too clean. It feels too clean. And granted, it can be unfinished. Like, it can be unfinished. That's cool. It feels too clean. It feels too blocky and like polished. There's no grit to it. And maybe that will come with finished product. We don't know. But their whole art style is seemingly stolen. This is the 4th time that they have been accused of taking art from an independent creator and just pasting it into their game.
like
It's happened before in Destiny
proven
2.
with receipts and everything.
Proven. Yeah. And everybody was saying that like they had a whole live stream. Their team.
Oh yeah.
The head of the head of the art team.
Why they did that?
They look dead inside.
I have no other right now.
I have no other
This is
description.
crazy.
Like that is the look of people who like it's like they have just died. Like they've just lost it. And they are trying their best to do their PR like corporate responses, and they're like, "Well, the art was taken by a former employee for the 4th time."
No. The crazy part is like if you that they also like, okay, yeah, sure, that one employee, but all of you follow that person on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. The lead of the art team has followed that artist for years. So like what are we doing here? Like I have a harebrained like hypothesis, and it's either they're using AI to try to speed up development cycles and they fucked up, or they're so lazy and arrogant that they're just like, well, we can take it and do whatever we want because we're a AAA studio. Either one is not good.
Yeah, I'm looking at the side by side right now. That's crazy.
Like I don't see any other explanation. Like you can't tell me you made it to that level. You're working for a AAA studio. You're like, I'm working on this game from a giant company, the people that made Halo, for Christ's sake. And you're like, I'm just gonna copy and paste this dude on Twitter's stuff.
No, they showed an image where one of his like they erased some stuff. You could kind of still see it though.
Oh, I saw the same thing. There's some text and then a symbol, and like the original's here, and then they move it over, and the symbol's here, and then there's like blur over the text, but you can still vaguely see the text in the game, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's wild.
From Bungie, Jesus. So yeah, also they did confirm that Sony pulled all their so I guess Sony was going to pay for the marketing, and they just pulled all the money.
They had an entire marketing campaign planned. All marketing and advertisement for Marathon has been canceled.
Yeah, so I guess at this point we're just waiting for confirmation or an announcement saying delayed or canceled at this point.
Yeah, because you I saw the description of this where somebody's like, it doesn't matter if all of the art was stolen. You can't unfuck the pig at this point. And I was like, crass, but it makes sense. Like, it's so sad because you for years they have abused the Destiny 2 community. It was, our game can't handle it. We're going to remove all this old content that you all paid for. So we're going to remove like the vanilla campaign and the previous expansions, and we're going to get rid of all the weapons and armor you got because it's going to be good for the game. But then we're going to trickle feed it all back in later, which they've seemingly done. And now we're hearing from current and former people that have worked for Bungie that the environment there is absolute dog shit. And that apparently the worst of the worst higher ups and devs have been taken from the Destiny team because nobody wants them, and they put them on the Marathon team. So that kind of checks out with what we're getting. And we're talking like they've quieted harassment. Apparently HR is useless. There's been people that worked in their HR team that got like, what's the number, like separation packages in the millions if they like got in line in the HR department. And it's one of those things where it's like the more you hear about that company, it's no longer the Bungie we all knew.
Right.
Well, what do you think though?
Right.
Because it's, I mean, it's not just Bungie at this point. I mean, I know there's Ubisoft's hurting. And EA sounded like they just cancel like Black Panther or something. So
Yeah, they
these
just canceled the Black Panther game.
It's a lot of
these AAA devs are all suffering, and they're I mean, something's got to give. Something's got to give. I mean, I'm not going to celebrate their downfall, but I think at this point, their predatory practices are kind of screwing them in the butt.
Yeah. Prime example is this. Think of some games that have been asked for years. No, we're not talking about Valve. That's a completely different topic. Give us a third of anything. Thank you. Think of games, Battlefront 3, another Titanfall, another Division,
Battlefront 3, huh?
a Call of Duty that isn't completely
Ah,
run
for
by
God's sake,
cheaters.
I am done with Call of Duty. It's the same game over and over again. Like what?
We can do a whole nother episode about
good thing.
cheating in video games
Good thing.
because
Good thing for Game Pass.
we've passed critical mass. I don't think there's a comeback for it at this point, unless you have games with like kernel level anti-cheat. So like I participated in the Battlefront 2 resurgence because everybody's like, screw it. They're like, we want this game. Let's show them that there is life in this game. Over 1 million people play Battlefront 2 on all servers.
It's a fun game.
And everybody's, and like the memes were fantastic. They're like people who never left Battlefront seeing all the people come back to the game, and it's like reinforcements are here.
Like
And
the
it's the
Avengers
same.
scene.
It's like that, or EA announcing that they've laid off 300 devs, and oh, by the way, we canceled in progress Titanfall project we were working on, and everybody simultaneously went, okay, go fuck yourselves. Like, if you give people what they want, they will give you the money for it. Look at Doom: The Dark Ages. Look at Oblivion Remastered. Look at Helldivers. Sony did its very best to try to kill Helldivers. I will die on that hill. And those devs they brought it back from death. And that game is as fun as it's ever been.
Yeah.
And like
there's given the chance.
There's these success stories that like it works. But there's just so many, like it's always the big studios, and they're always like, I think let me rephrase. I think the reason we've got to where we are at is because the people making the games either don't have a passion for it, don't care about what they're working on, or think they know better. And I hate to say it, and like I'm probably gonna get crucified in comments if anybody responds to this.
Please do.
the customer is always right. That mantra still holds. If you give people a game they want, they will buy it. They will play it. If you make something and are like, well, it's not for this audience. It's for
Oh
it's for
God,
it's for this modern audience,
that
and
cycle.
it's going to be everybody's welcome, and you like all the. As soon as people hear that, they immediately equate your game with garbage because so many games have done that, and it's been terrible. Know your audience, cater to your audience. You will make money. I promise you.
Speaking of which, didn't the devs from Marathon say the same thing? Because they were saying, "Oh, this is not for Destiny 2 players."
Yeah, you remember the game that you guys basically put on life support, and were like they over monetized the shit out of everything over the past like 3 years in Destiny. It's gotten so bad, and I've played into it because I played Destiny 2 with a bunch of people, and where'd that money go? Did it go into Destiny, or were you funneling that into Marathon?
Right.
We'll never find out, but it feels very bad.
Yeah, well, there's a renaissance coming of indie devs showing them how it's done.
That's
I mean,
hey, the indie games are where it's at, man.
dude,
I enjoy playing
Repo,
those more than these
Lethal
big company
Company,
games.
Yeah,
Helldiver. I'll even consider Helldivers not AAA.
they're definitely double A. But
I mean,
they're
there's a game that just came out that I want to touch on, but you guys go first.
not just saying that they
Okay.
keep expecting us to shell out $80 when all these indie titles are like keeping us very entertained.
Very entertaining. I'm telling you, I play. I don't know if Outlast Trials is considered not a double A or triple A. I'm not sure, but I've been hooked on Outlast Trials lately.
Hang on, I will let you know in a minute. It's made by the same ones that did like Outlast is my favorite horror game of all time. The
Oh,
only
it's
thing
amazing.
that has tied it is Alien Isolation, and we are getting a second one by the same people.
I need to play that.
Stiff. Anyway, Red Bear. What? How do you tell if a company's AAA or not?
Apparently, if they're tied to the big dogs, I guess.
Is Red Barrels AAA? No. Red Barrels is an indie game studio, not a AAA studio.
Oh, look at that.
While they are known for their work on the Outlast series, which has gained a AAA level reputation, they are a small independent studio with a core team of around 10 people. Their first game
Amazing.
Outlast, which a lot of people love, myself included, was developed independently with a team of 10 people.
Jeez.
10. Amazing game.
10. What are you big studios doing?
They're wasting money in consultants. They're wasting money on all the middle management that don't do shit because they're not actually working on the game.
Or the CEO of Bungie talking about all of his $1 million supercars in his classic car collection, right. And then he fires 175 plus people.
Pretty much.
No, a game just came out, and I think I might purchase the game. It is called Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, and it is how much is it right now? It is $45.
On Steam, huh?
I'm telling you, the indies are taking over with fairly priced games.
It is a full open world explorable RPG with the works. And that we just got Elden Ring Night Rain as well. So I'm telling you, man.
That looks good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Are you buying Borderlands 4?
No. I'm not a fan. I'm not a true fan.
You're not
sorry.
That's what I was about to say.
Sorry, Randy. I'm not a true fan.
Well, what are you guys looking forward to now that we're in that topic?
Oh goodness.
For me, it's Chrono Odyssey. I am like obsessed with it right now. Holy crap!
I will be trying that out with you.
Dark fantasy games,
You know
MMOs.
that,
You're
huh?
speaking my language.
I will be trying that out with you, strictly because I'm an MMO whore. You know that.
Hmm.
Chrono Odyssey does look really good. I still am holding hope for it, but we know how some of the Korean MMOs go from time to time.
Yeah. I'm staying optimistic.
I'm staying out. This is the one I want to stay optimistic for. Everybody I guess can say GTA, even though that's a ways off.
Everyone's been waiting for GTA forever.
I mean,
what's one more year, guys?
I'll have to say the Gears remaster and Gears of War E-Day.
I wanted to bring up Gears of War. I loved Gears of War, man.
I absolutely adored that franchise.
I messed up my camera. Look at that.
Yeah, it's all good. No, I adored that franchise so much.
Put your head over it and move back again.
Too excited. I got too excited.
No, you're good.
I think I kicked my wall.
You're like, Gears.
There we go. Yeah, Gears, bam.
Damn it, camera. That I was gonna say that I was gonna check out Borderlands until their CEO opened his mouth.
Saying what?
What else? Oh, Randy Pitch. Well, people were like, "Why is Borderlands gonna be $80?" And he's like, and he literally like tweeted, he's like, "Well, if you're a real fan, you'll buy it." Okay, then I'm not a real fan because I'm not buying it. I bought the last one you guys put out, and the story was dog shit.
Yeah, and he also said too that it costs like double to make it. I'm like, where's this money going for? Where's this? Because like, Expedition 33 has ruined me. That's a
what
10.
Do you mean? In a good way?
Yeah.
Or bad way?
Dude,
like a 10. That game is a 10 out of 10 for me personally, and
really,
just the quality of that game, and they didn't spend that much because everything. I think the money was well spent on what it needed to. Not some like random CEO.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction as somebody who I have yet to get it, but I've watched a lot of playthroughs of it, yours included. That is a strong contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Good, huh?
Well, that's see, that's the thing though.
I haven't seen anybody have anything bad to say about it.
I was watching. It looks complicated, man.
You'll get it. They ease you
complicated.
They ease you into it like every time. It's like a little tutorial, but you pick it up really quick.
Chrono Odyssey would be like similar to Expedition 33.
No,
correct or no?
Chrono
would be more like compared to what?
Is it action combat tech?
Yeah, it's
It is. Would you say Black Desert style?
Yes.
Of combat.
Yes.
Okay, so like an MMO, you fully control your character, like clicks and like key presses, like do attacks, abilities, and stuff. But it's like you control your character, you're in the world, you get to go on the adventures, kill the monsters, essentially. Me personally, I'm still playing World of Warcraft. I know I'm a degenerate.
I want to get back into it, but I don't want to start all over.
I'm waiting for the next raid tier to come out, which is likely gonna be August, unfortunately. I even started playing New World again. I have a problem.
Shit. All right, and then Kenny, what are you looking forward to?
Game wise?
Yeah. Rob, RB beat you to Gears, so you got to pick something else.
You can also pick. There's 2 Gears games coming out. You can pick.
Oh god, what a cop out.
Well, there's the remaster, which awesome, because those games are great.
And that's what I always like. That's what I always ask myself. Like, what am I looking forward to? What big name title, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm more into like the indie games right now, man. Like I don't know why. Yeah. Like every big AAA company games that have been coming, it's just been letdowns.
Yep.
Like I try
because they've turned it all into a franchise. Like how many Call of Duties, how many Assassin's Creeds? Why do you even call it Assassin's Creed at this point?
And so like for instance, it was if you asked me this like a couple weeks ago, I would be like, oh, Doom. I'm excited for Doom. And Doom came out. I haven't gotten it yet, but I mean, I see nothing but good ratings. Have you guys played Doom at all? Are you guys?
I played OG Doom, and then I played 2016 and Oh my god, Doom Eternal. I've seen nothing
Right.
but good stuff about Doom: The Dark Ages.
I want to try that. But any games like what was that one indie game I showed you guys? I'm gonna say an indie game. I think I had it in our chat actually.
Yeah, you did. That got me interested. That one looked really cool.
That looks real good.
Nine Tails or something. I can't remember.
Trying to pull it up. No, not it wasn't that one. That one was Nine Souls. I'm playing
Souls.
that one currently.
Not Nine Tails. Jesus.
That one's pretty cool. Yeah, Nine Souls pretty cool. But where is Be Gone Beasts.
Yep, Be Gone Beasts.
Be Gone Beasts. That looks amazing. And that looks fun, right? It's like up to 4 players, and it looks amazing. I'm looking forward to that coming out.
100%. See, I mean, Techie Nez, I used to stream like only horror games once upon a time.
That's what I'm doing.
So the new Five Nights at Freddy's is coming. We're gonna get a new chapter for Poppy Playtime. We're supposed to be getting another installment of Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Yeah, Bendy and the Ink Machine's good.
The one I'm most excited about is Jurassic Park Survival. So when that game comes out, you will find me there for the foreseeable future. Because
I'm gonna be there with you.
as many years as I've been on this planet, I still love dinosaurs. I don't care. They're cool. There should be more dinosaur games. And yes, I still have an ARC server. So
I have a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex Lego built out in the living room.
Yes. I just bought a new mouse pad because my phone was listening to me and it gave me like the Jurassic Park logo on a mouse pad, and I was like, I bought it.
Oh, but you said speaking of FNAF, you know Dead by Daylight has like a FNAF DLC.
They put Springtrap in the game finally after like 5 years.
He doesn't want to play because he'll.
It might make me buy it.
Too.
It's so. I might re-download it.
Don't do it.
I'll play with you guys.
Because here's the other thing.
I'm with you, bro.
I'm a horror fanatic. If you look over my shoulder on the floor, you'll see the goat.
Yeah.
And then if you look right there, you'll see my Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 collector mask.
I see it. Damn.
I adore the Halloween franchise like nobody else. I can fully admit that kills and ends were extremely subpar, but 18 was immaculate. Fight me. The original's still the best, though. Just saying. If you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Be sure to check out these lovely individuals, as their channels will be linked in the information, myself included. Thank you. I appreciate you. And make sure you join the Discord. It'll be linked there too. And until next time, stay safe out there. Drink your water, take your vitamins. I've been the RB3.
Blue Techie.
Just Kenny.
And we're out.